there's a gas heater. So to keep the gas people happy, I had to get a gas heater that has a vent on it to be able to vent out through the wall. So I need to get it installed on the wall here, get a hole cut, vent it out through. So that's the project this evening. We'll see how it goes. There's our prospective hole. So we figured it out with this handy dandy template that came with a heater. Tells you right where the hole is going to be. You can figure out you're not going to hit the floor, see what's around it. All that good jazz. Problem we're going to have is these two water lines. Yeah, I know they're both blue. I know. Some plumber out there is cringing right now, having a seizure. But in a little camp, if you can't tell what's hot and what's cold, you probably shouldn't be messing with it. So the heater is going to have to be spaced out from the wall just a little bit to accommodate for the thickness of this. So we'll show you how we're going to do that. But first, we got to blow a big hole. Well, we have some little holes. We're going to use our handy solar powered sawzall. Make the bigger hole. And we'll get out through the outside wall. We made a spacer. We'll get the heater 3/4 of an inch off the wall, which will clear the PEX pipe. So after the heater's hanging up, we will make a couple for the bottom supports, and it'll be like it's on a flat wall again. Alright, we are mounted. You can see the wooden block there on the bottom foot. There's another one over there. So that gives us, here's our PEX. That gives us the clearance for the water line. This is awesome doing this with vinyl siding. There's our heater. So now we have to measure our two pipes, our sleeve and the exhaust pipe, to get them into the vinyl siding adapter and all this jazz. Get it mounted. Here's a cheap way of measuring pipe. We had to have 10 inches from this outside beveled surface. So we had to get 10 inches in on the pipe to here. So instead of just measuring 10 inches from there to there and doing a bunch of marks and trying to eyeball it, made like a mark here, made a mark here every so often. Then you take something that you can fold, put on your mark, draw your line. Do that around your round surface and you'll have a nice straight cut. It's called a pipe wrap. Works great in welding, works good on any cylindrical surface. So now we just gotta get cut into that line and chase that line around and we'll be nice and straight.
That's just what I figured.
So this is the fun part.
Yeah, trying to get it to go on all of that.
We gotta line up the outer shield tube, the insulator tube, with the back of the heater in there. And anybody knows anything about putting pipe together knows that's a good time.
Especially when it's not corrugated pipe.
Right.
Oh, throw screws in.
Yeah, one of the screws off.
It ain't going over for some reason.
We'll get it.
Where's his hat?
Inside still. Alright, the vinyl siding adapter is temporarily pinned to the wall. It fit. So inside, that's what we've got. This is an air chamber, and that little hole, this pipe attaches to the little hole, that's where the fumes and the heat come out of. So,
Oh, you took it out.
don't frig up and cut this pipe the same as your other pipe, or you're going to be really disappointed, especially if you're a long ways in the middle of nowhere and you don't happen to have another one available. Oh yeah, that one does fit together easy, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that was real easy.
Then this end cap's going to go on after we cut this pipe down. That's what it's going
Just
to look
get
like.
long screws.
Yeah, real long screws. So that's what it's going to look like when it goes together with that cap right up flush and screwed onto that round plate. And then we need to get that vinyl kit siliconed up good to the vinyl siding, so it'll keep the air out and keep the water out. So here's how we're going to do this. We get somewhat about there, get a good measurement. So the distance we need to take out is from that point to this point. We've got 4 5/8 inches. So we're going to cut 4 5/8 off our pipe, and we should slide right together. Well, there it is. It's on there. All mounted, screwed together. I pounded the silicone right to it. It says use caulking. I don't like caulking. So it looks a little crude right now, but after it dries up, I can come back along with a razor knife and trim it up a little bit. That's just where it's squished up out of there. So the vent is done.